find me. Where have you been hiding? I know that you remind me. This fire inside me feels like we met somewhere before. Saw you, my heart just hit the floor. This time I'm following the signs. This moment can flash before, yeah. So if we just can't get it right, then maybe we'll try in another life. If I died in your arms tonight, then baby I'll see you on the other side. So if we just can't get it right, then maybe we'll try in another life. If I died in your arms tonight, then baby I'll see you on the other side.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'd like everybody to meet Jean Rayna. She's
Hello.
the designer of RAPTURE and our featured designer at SCALA. Hi, Jean.
Hi, Seashell. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Well, excited about having your spring-summer collection featured at SCALA, your Amsterdam collection.
Yes, I am super excited about this collection. It's very dear to me. This is my third collection that I've created for RAPTURE so far. And I'm very much looking forward to the show.
Well, are you nervous?
A little bit, yes.
Because I'm like, are you excited? And you go like, yes, I'm excited. So,
I have been working on it so long, doing the set and doing the clothing and going over everything. It's at the point where you just want to see it done and see the show and be part of it. So I'm at that point.
yeah,
I'm sure when it comes to day of the show, I'll be like, yay, super excited.
We can already tell everybody it's going to be on May 2nd.
Yes.
With SCALA production. And
Yes.
tell me something. I don't know, why did you consider joining a world like Second Life?
Oh my gosh. Well, this was a long time ago. In November 1st, 2012, I came to Second Life from playing Sims. And I had no idea what Second Life was about. Somebody told me about it a long time ago, but I took a short look at it on the website and I thought, oh no, I better stay away because I will be addicted. So finally I decided to just give it a try, create an avatar, just see how it goes. I came here actually wanting to build. I had my whole city going with the Sims, as a lot of people that came here did. They came from Sims. And I thought, oh wow, well, Second Life, it's like Sims on steroids. So let's check it out.
Sims on steroids.
Yes, of course, right? And of course, it's so much better than Sims. I mean, the only thing it didn't really sink in is that the Second Life is basically, well, everybody else. So all the avatars here are controlled by other people, which in the Sims, I didn't play Sims online. I came from Sims 2. That was just on my computer. So it was night and day different. Some good, some bad,
Yeah, in Second Life, there is always somebody behind each avatar, so it's a completely new
it's totally new. Yeah.
A new world and new adventures and the world of possibilities in terms of creation, right?
Yes.
So
But yeah, that hit me.
You wanted to build, but actually...
Yes, I wanted to build.
You
Houses.
houses. Well,
Yeah.
it can still be possible, right?
Yeah. Oh gosh, no. I cannot build a square. No, not with prims. No, I can't. And mesh, I could actually. My goal for later this year is to build a store, to build the Rapture store, because right now it's a purchased one. But that's a whole different ballgame than creating clothes. So I came here to build houses and buildings and things like that, and then I realized how hard that was. So I started, exploring and looking at things, and of course then I realized you can shop and buy any clothes you want in The Sims. You're kind of limited. So
And you stayed.
then the money's spending. Yes, I stayed.
Yes, and many people go and decide to give it a try and go, and you stayed. And then you went through through an experience with SCALA as a model. How about that
Yes.
for you? How did you feel about that experience?
That was an amazing experience. SCALA was my third modeling agency in school that I went through, and it was the best. I learned the most, I think, from SCALA. The experience was a very positive one, and I made some great friends as well.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's
I met a lot of great people as well. SCALA is great.
And I don't know if you can tell us about it or not, where you are in real life, geographically.
Oh my
speaking.
gosh. Geographically, Western United States.
Okay.
I know. Yes, I'm on SL time zone, so
Mhm.
in the summer, in the winter, an hour ahead. But yeah, Western part of United States.
Okay. When did you? There was a point when you decided to create your own line of clothing.
Yes, I design clothing in real life, and I wanted for as long as I can remember, actually back in Sims, to create clothes. However, at that time, which was 5 years ago or so, or even longer, the programs that were used to create clothes for The Sims at that time were very archaic, very hard to learn, and I never was able to figure it out. So my goal actually first in SL was to become a model, so I registered with the modeling agency within a month and a half of arriving here. And then, of course, was to create my own label, which didn't happen for a couple of years later.
How did you? Can you explain to us? I mean, how did you come up with Rapture, the name, the brand?
How? The name, I heard a song. There is a song by Nadia Ali, and it's a mix with Van Buren, I believe, and it's called Rapture. It's a word that I really like. I like the way it sounds, but this is actually my third choice. I went through, I can't even remember. The first couple were something like, I can't remember, honestly. I tried to come up with not a typical word that you would use for a clothing line, not something like, Rayna Designs or Jin's Fashions, or I want it to be, unique, to use something that's unique and cool, and that's how Rapture came about. And as soon as I said the word, I asked a couple of friends, I said, what do you think of this? And they said, oh, that's really cool, yeah. So I said, okay. So I stuck with Rapture.
Yeah, Rapture. For me, it's really the sound of the word brings edge, some edginess too. I don't know if it makes sense to you. When I hear the word Rapture, it kind of brings things to another level. I don't know if it makes sense to you the way, as a client, I feel the word, so it's for me it's a very powerful brand in terms of the name and in the video I'm going to play the tune. David Guetta, you said, with Nadia Ali?
Armin van Buuren.
Armin. Oh,
I can
my God, so
look it up and give you for sure the name.
It's Armin van Buuren, so that's probably a trance tune.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to play. So that was one of the questions I was going to ask you. A tune of a song or an artist, a singer in your life, like something that pops up in your head right now. That would be this
Armin,
one?
for sure. I love a lot. Yeah, I love a lot of his tunes. I love trance. I actually, not many people know, but I was born in Europe, and now I live in the States. But I grew up, the whole mentality and the whole attitude in Europe, it's different than the States. So I'm the only person among my friends in real life too that likes trance. They give me a hard time all the time because for our age group now, trance is not really something that you'd listen to, but in my car I always play it, and I listen to it. Like here, the station here at Rapture is also set to trance, and my house and everywhere is trance.
Now
for me.
you have a trance fan here, and I know that even in Second Life we have, as DJs, we have a group of DJs that play trance that are awesome and amazing. But I also realize that when I'm playing for a party, for example, if I start playing trance, there is a small group of people that will love it, but the rest will eventually go away. So I start playing electro house.
Yes, I know.
Because that is positive in a different way. So I love trance because it's melodic, it's emotional. It's I don't know. It was born in Germany, so it's a really a European type of music, and then now going into the Middle East. So we are going to have a very beautiful trance tune and several tunes while we are speaking in the video, while we're talking. Okay.
Yes.
Your collection, Rapture, this collection that we are going to showcase on May 2nd with SCALA.
Yes.
Why did you make the connection between your collection that I think people will
Amsterdam?
love to see, yes, and then call it Amsterdam?
Well, as some people know, my SL husband is Dutch. He's from the Netherlands, and my goal was always to put out 2 shows a year for Rapture and make them very themed. Have a theme surrounding it as far as the set, also the clothing, the whole setup, to just have a theme instead of just having like a catwalk where the models walk on. And this is only my second show for Rapture. The first one was my very first one, and it was a little bit put together more to just have a show, but I didn't really have the time to prepare for it. So that's why I thought my second show has to be has to be great and awesome. So Amsterdam actually came to me from an idea of trying to create a red light district of Amsterdam and trying to have the girls as I'm trying to come up with a good name now for the prostitutes in Amsterdam, but trying to have the models kind of a classy, I hate saying the word prostitute, but basically that's what they would represent, except they're not naked, they wear Rapture, of course. So partly I got the idea from my husband, because he belongs to a lot of Dutch groups, and we associate with a lot of Dutch people here in Second Life. So I thought, well, let's create something that's Dutch. So I'm pretty excited about it. And the Amsterdam actually collection name came from the signs that you see in Amsterdam. There are these huge letters. They're actually taller. Each letter is taller than like a regular sized person, and they just put them all over Amsterdam, and it's just Amsterdam. So I created that as well for the show, and I decided to name the collection I Amsterdam.
Yeah, that's a very interesting thing what you said, because as you know, I'm European, so
Yes.
for me, for my mentality, for our European mindset, we all have mixed feelings regarding the red district in Amsterdam. But
Yes.
everybody that
Yes.
visits the Netherlands and goes to Amsterdam, they go to the red light
Yes.
district at least to take a look, because it's like when you go to London, you go to Soho to see what's going there, and there are peep shows,
Yes.
and there are lots of things that we it's a cultural thing that in Europe, most of us, I'm not saying all of us, but most of us, we don't judge, we don't uh, moralize it. You know, it's the fact that you chose I Amsterdam and the portraying the models in the windows as they are in Amsterdam, the prostitution that is legalized in the country. And what we are doing is to bring it to another level of fashionable, and your collection that I already saw the photos and saw the snapshots of it. It's edgy, and it's about bringing the cultural side of Amsterdam to one of the most iconic.
Yes, and for me is something that I definitely, well, to me it sounds so cool to be in the red light district in Amsterdam, just to see, you know, because in the States there's nothing even close to that. So I always tease my husband when I go in the Netherlands. I said, it's okay if you have to work. I'll be in the red light district walking around like a tourist. And he's, you know, he's freaking out because the way I'm seeing it and the way locals there see it, it's totally different. Of course, it would be like me taking him here to the worst areas of the city that I live in, you know, not the because they don't look at it as, oh, that's one thing you have to go see when you visit. But for us Americans, yeah, I mean, I definitely will see it one day. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really a cultural thing, and it's not it's an iconic place to visit when you go to the Netherlands and to Amsterdam, to go by the river and to go through the red light district, just to see the feeling, how it goes. And we are going to do that in Second Life in an extremely fashionable way with your collection. Now, another thing that I like to ask, if you have to choose like a movie that would pop up in your mind right now, Jin, as a person, what movie would it be?
Well, my character was named from a movie. My avatar, actually. I don't know how many people even know the movie Entrapment. And when somebody says name, I mean, I have several different movies that I love, but when somebody says name a movie, I would have to say Entrapment with Catherine Zeta-Jones and Sean Connery. I can't remember when it was released. I believe in the 90s, I believe. And I went to see it 5 times in the theater when it was out. I loved it. And so my name Jin actually is from that movie. Her name in the movie is Virginia Baker, and he calls her Jin. So that name stuck with me. I've had pets named Jin. Obviously, my avatar named Jin. There was also a character in Sims named Jin. So I just love this name Jin. And a lot of people think it's a drink. And actually, when I met Silver, my husband, one of the first things he said to me is, "So you like to drink?" And I said, "No, why?" He said, "Your name." So I laughed so hard, and I had to explain to him it's not the drink; it's short for Virginia.
Virginia,
yeah, that's how
Baker. The movie was released in 1999. I just checked.
Oh yeah, okay.
What is it about Entrapment that I mean, the plot? What happens in the movie that attracts you or attracted you so much to it?
I think the whole the whole oh gosh, I can't think of the word now. The way they interact with each other, him being older, she's younger, and there's this connection between them, and basically, you know, they're trying to con each other, and then in the end they work together and they fall in love and everything. I don't know what it was about the movie. Maybe it was just the time that it came out and how different it was. It was also filmed in Scotland, and I love castles. I mean, that's one thing about Europe that I love and I miss. It's all the architecture and castles, all the you know, old buildings of stone. You don't have that in the States. Here is just too modern. It's a little bit on the East Coast, but on the West Coast everything is just very new.
And
so
and
the
with,
whole setting
with the
of it,
two
of the
British
movie.
actors, Catherine Zeta-Jones and Sean.
Yes,
Sean
and she is
Connery.
beautiful.
Yes, she's beautiful.
Yeah,
Sean
and
Sean
she's
is
just beautiful, and I think he's a very good-looking man for his age. He's just good-looking.
definitely one of my favorite actors since I remember, because he's charismatic until today, and he is from Scotland, so it makes sense,
Yes,
right?
yes. I think he's a sir, isn't he? A Sir
I think
Sean
so.
Connery
Yes,
or
I think
something? I think.
Queen Elizabeth II
Yeah.
gave him the I don't know how it is called, but he is Sir Sean Connery. Yes, I think so. The
Yeah.
Order of something.
Yes.
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 I'm so sorry about the royalty thing. I don't manage that very well. Yeah.
I don't either. I
So-
don't either.
You told me you were born in Europe. Where?
Oh no! Really? No.
You don't want to
I
say?
don't wanna
Okay.
say.
So we move on.
No.
We move on.
I don't want to stay for. Yeah, no. Actually, yeah, my husband would probably kill me too. And you know, I actually was born there, but I have moved to the States at a very, very young age. I mean, I've been in the States for going on almost 30
Yeah.
years. Not to give away my
Oh,
age or anything.
okay, no problem.
But yeah, I moved here at a very early age with my
Yeah.
family. So.
In your real life, Jin, I mean, you have like a real life, normal real life like everybody. You go to work, you do your stuff. When is there a particular time of day when you create, or yeah,
In the evening.
or it's just like you wake up with
Yeah,
an idea and
usually.
you just create something like in the middle of the night, or you really have that time of day which is in the evening where you're more calm, you just are home, or you just can come up with something
Yeah,
in the
usually.
middle of nowhere, you know?
Oh, that too. That happens as well. I mean, I could be driving in a car and seeing something that. I mean, it's funny how the mind works. You can see something like I actually changed my soap in the kitchen the other day, and I got green soap versus, and there is still a little bit of blue soap in the bottle. It's a clear bottle, so I put the green soap in, and the way they mixed, I was like, oh my gosh, that is so cool. So I took a picture of it. And actually, it was an inspiration for a texture that I'm in the process of creating. But mostly, I do create in the evening, sitting in front of the TV. But I do like to also get on in the morning, and while I have my coffee and breakfast, and create some stuff if I have time, or sometimes during the day. It just depends, but mostly I find myself doing it at night.
In terms of real life, is there a real life designer that you look at him or her and you go like, okay, that is an inspiration for me. Not a copy, but that is an inspiration for me. Who would that be?
Yes,
Oh my,
Gareth
oh
Pugh.
my god,
I love his stuff.
oh my god,
I love his stuff.
oh my god.
I love A.F. Vanderwurst as well. I think they're German, I believe, that label. But I love avant-garde. Like, I also like some of Rick Owens' things, but on his runway shows lately, he just kind of went a little out there the last couple of runway shows. But yeah, Gareth Pugh has always been an inspiration for me. I love his stuff. I mean, even, you know, in 2010, 2009, his stuff was just so cool.
That is
I
one of
also
my
like,
favorite shows from him. Runway shows was from 2010, where actually Lady Gaga was present, and there was like this amazing geometrical kind of minimal collection of him. So yeah, he's yes.
Yeah, I also like Hackerman. I don't know how to pronounce Hyder Hackerman. But yeah, Garrett Pugh would be the one that, if I want to be that, to have a collection, that would be the goal. Like if I could ever be just, or even just, you know, be in his presence for one day in his studio. Oh my gosh, that would be so cool.
Hyder Hackerman, right? That's what you were talking about?
Yes, Hyder.
He's from Colombia.
Yes, him too.
And awesome! I'm learning. I'm learning as I speak to you too, because I didn't know him. Oh my. Okay. So these designers inspire you. I'm not going to say I'm surprised that you didn't come up with more known names. I'm not surprised, because usually people would go into like or
Versace,
Gucci, or if you want to go to the French designers. No, you come up with people know some of these designers, especially Gareth Pugh is quite known, but it doesn't surprise me. Taking a look at your next collection, I'm telling you guys, it's going to be an amazing collection, and I'm really happy that we are going to showcase it, to help it showcase it to the world in Second Life. And another thing that I would like to tell you, Jen, is that unfortunately lately these days in Second Life, I don't know what is going on, but as a models agency owner myself, I would like to thank you as a designer to come to us and showcase your work as it should be, because I truly believe that even though we are creators in Second Life, fashion should be as close as possible to real life. So actually designers do go to modeling agencies and hire models and pay for a showcase of their creations, and you actually did it with us, as some designers did, and that is huge for me, because it's the most realistic way of looking at fashion in Second Life, is to make it happen and to actually pay models and to pay the staff of the agency and make it work as more as realistic as it can be, because we are not doing fantasy here. We are human avatars, not role-playing any kind of other kind of role plays that you find in Second Life. We role play, if we wish. Yes. We role play real people, models, designers that we respect so much, the time and the work that you do. So I would like, in the name of SCALA and our vision of how fashion should be in Second Life, I would like to thank you for trusting us to showcase your collection and to prepare everything according to your vision, to your eyes, to your feelings. Thank you, Jen.
Yes, and thank you. And I told you, you guys did my first show in September 2014, and I told you then that the next show, I think you mentioned something, well, in the future, if you need us, let me know, or something like that. And I said, if I do a fashion show, it will be with SCALA. So I love the way you guys work. I love the professionalism. I love the, punctuality, everybody, the schedule from the very beginning, the schedule is maintained, the meetings and everything. It's just great, and it's easy for the designer to just, have okay, on this date I have to do this, on this date I have to do this, and I am and contact people and run around and say, I thought this was going to be done and stuff. So, of course, I don't have any other experience with any other modeling agency because you guys are so amazing, and I would never even look for another one to do my show.
Thank you so much for that. And we will do our best, as usual, to showcase your collection the way you see it, because that's our job, to portray your vision.
Yes,
and the collection is amazing. So I'm inviting everybody to take a very good look at Rapture Collection I Amsterdam Spring Summer 2015. It's going to surprise everybody.
Yes,
it's an amazing collection on May 2nd. So
thank you.
Jen, thank you so much for talking to me and taking your time. It's very very rare.
Thank you so much, Seashell. It's a pleasure.
And kisses. Everybody, pay attention. May 2nd, Rapture I Amsterdam fashion show with SCALA and Jen Rayna designs Rapture. Thank you, Jen.
Yes, thank you.
SCALA.